At long last, we're back here with more of the Big Ten West right here. On this special edition of Quarter Technology Solutions as a College Post Special, another scheduled look ahead. We've got the Iowa Hawkeyes today. I'm sorry if you're getting seizure from this, but we tried to make it look real nice. Crisp. This team, they have been to the Big Ten championship once, and that would have been the second year of the college football playoff. That was the last time they're the Big Ten championship, the 2016 college football playoff, I believe. We're now in the 2019 college football playoff. We'll see what they do this year. They've got Northern Iowa in week 3. But of course, they were given 8 votes in the coaches poll 2018 preseason coaches poll. But let's look at this schedule. You got Northern Illinois to start us off on BTN. September 1st, you got Iowa State. Then you got Northern Iowa. Then you got Wisconsin. Then you're off. That's how your September is going to look. Now, all 4 of those opening games in Iowa City so they don't have to worry about traveling in September. I think that they can get past Northern Illinois, Northern Iowa. The question is going to be Iowa State and Wisconsin. Can they get past those 2 teams, which are better than they were when they obviously made their 12-0 run? Then after September, they're going to open up October on the road against Minnesota. I think that's Minnesota's homecoming. Then they've got at Indiana on Indiana's homecoming. Maryland on the Hawkeyes' homecoming. And then they've got at Penn State, which could be a late-night game. Who knows? At Purdue, which is going to be tougher than it was last year. Northwestern at home at Illinois, and then they finish off with Nebraska, which is already set at 11 a.m. Central Time on Fox. And then if they can make it 7 p.m. Central Time for the Big Ten Championship 8 days after the Nebraska game, you look at this schedule, and you're like, they've got a chance. They really do have a chance. All right. The crossover games are Indiana, Penn State, and Maryland. Those are actually 3 consecutive weeks of crossover games with the first and third on the road. Indiana, not a bad crossover game to be away. It's the closest crossover team for Iowa. So they might not be in trouble there, but the trouble is going to come with Penn State and then Purdue, okay? This is a very, very October-loaded schedule. You got to take it, each month is just its own thing. It's got its own narrative. But I think this team has an opportunity to run the table, okay? All of the tough games are at home except for Penn State and Purdue. And maybe Minnesota. We'll see what Minnesota brings this year. But all 5 of their Big Ten road games, they've got a chance to lose. And maybe not Illinois. I don't know what Illinois is going to be in November. They're going to get injured. They're going to be really good. They're going to be giving up on their season. They're going to be fighting for a bowl bid. Who knows? But this team, they've got a tough road ahead of them. Now, what is my prediction? I think they're going to be in the Holiday Bowl this year. This is what, on New Year's Eve, right where I think we got a 9-3 team in the regular year in the Hawkeyes. Yeah, I've watched the Hawkeyes for a long time. They always find a way to lose games. They will not go unbeaten. If they do go unbeaten, we'll see you December 1st. That's 2 months. That's 3 months after the season starts. Who knows? I'm not 100% on anything, but I think this team, they're looking like a team. It's going to be a little slow. All right, they don't look like an amazing team. They don't look like a horrible team, but I don't know exactly what they're going to be like. But I've heard that they're a good team. Northwestern's is always good. They've got Northwestern at home. They've got Wisconsin at home. They got Nebraska at home. Got 3, of the 7 teams in their division, 6 of them they play because they don't play themselves. I think they got the 3 tougher games at home in the inner division, the outer division. We'll see. I think they got 9-3 season, and if they play it right, they can get to 10-2. But the big game is going to be Wisconsin at home, week 4. That's the one we're all going to be tuned in for. That one could be on. I think they said it's going to be either on Fox or FS1, but of course that's a rumor. I don't actually know that. I think it could be in prime time on Fox, and maybe Gus Johnson, Joe Klatt will be calling that one. Who knows? But this a good year for the Hawkeyes, of course. If you don't know, I'm a Hawkeyes homer. A little late to mention that one. But I will home for this team all season long. So let the homing begin. I shall home for teams that win. I don't home for losers. I home for winners. This team should be a good year, okay? Good year ahead of us in 2018. I've got 9-3, potentially 10-2. 10-2 is where 9-3 and 10-2 is where I've got this team at around. But they do have the potential to run the table. But the thing is, they're gonna have to take it 1 week at a time, and we'll see what they look like against. They consistently they've lost to teams that you'd think that they would win against. Like, let's see last year on this here. It would let me do anything. So last year they lost to here we go. I'm not drunk. Okay. it's working out, okay. Yeah, they lost. They lost to Penn State at home. They lost at Michigan State. Those aren't bad losses. Then they lost to Northwestern. I think they lost Josie Jewell in that game. But then they lost to Wisconsin, and they lost to Purdue. So but so when I was in my living room last year watching the game, the only game that the Hawkeyes lost was actually at Northwestern. I was at the game when they lost to Penn State. I was at a wedding when they lost to Michigan State. I was on my home, but that was an overtime game when they lost to Northwestern. I was at my friend's house when they lost to Wisconsin. I was at my grandma's house when they lost to Purdue. All the other games, I think I was on my couch watching it. We had a party at our house for the Minnesota game. Won 7 points in that game. But we'll see what this team gives us. Is it going to be wins or losses? We're going to see, all right? We will see, of course. Thank you guys so much for tuning on, man. I'm Gerard saying So long. Peace out.